Hello Libra, welcome to your mid-August reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's get started with your oracles here, Libra. Firstly, from the Divine Circus, you've pulled the card of Brilliant Virgin. Now, this one is about remaining true to you and your own point of view. It's about letting go of confusion, distortion, comparison to others, and compromise as well. You don't need to compare yourself to another or measure up to anyone or anything else here, Libra. What matters to you and your life journey is to be in touch with your own truth, to act with integrity, to know what you feel, no matter what anyone else says or believes. So it's about staying true to your authentic self. The energy around you from the Mystic Sisters is the Soma goddess, and it's very similar energy. It does speak of wholeness, integrity, and centered. Wholeness comes when you awaken to the reality that you are right where you need to be. You are on the path, and you're on the path where you belong. So here it's about soul work, but there's always soul work to do. Our lives are, of course, dynamic. But at every point on your path of growth, you are whole just as you are, and there's a feeling here of, although there's always work to do, that you are where you need to be right now in the journey. The overall energy from the Earth Magic is the card of Gaia, which is, of course, the Earth Mother, the Mother Goddess, and it is one of nurturing. So surrounding you at present is the universe, a spirit, nurturing a feeling here of you becoming whole, becoming true to your authentic self. So I like the energy around you, Libra. Let's see where this goes. Of course, this can be you or someone around you as well. I'm going to be using the 78 Tarot Carnival deck. So let's get started. Cut these cards and we'll focus in on the energy of the person that you're dealing with here, Libra, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they feel about you, how you feel about them, the strengths between you, the weaknesses, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock, and the outcome. And remember, Libra, this can be vice versa, it can swap around. Or if you're not dealing with anyone, Libra, this may be your energy. Let's take a look. The energy of the other person. Okay, we have the High Priestess in reverse, so it's the exact opposite of what I was just saying. The energy around the other person is one of fear, being uncomfortable with doing that soul work. Now, it could suggest, of course, that this is you, Libra, as well. Being fearful of looking deep within, because it does make us uncomfortable, this kind of soul work. When we're confronted with things, perhaps about ourselves, that we don't like, or that we have resisted, there is a feeling of pain associated with that. I get pain, hurt, sadness, perhaps even grieving. So the essence around this is difficult because on one hand it's something that's needed in your life in order to grow, to progress to the next level. But on the other hand, it is one of those things which can bring up a lot of things that perhaps you don't want to deal with at the present moment. It's either you or someone around you here, Libra. Now, what this person brings to the table with you, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So not putting in enough effort, again, not willing to spend the time, do the difficult tasks, distracting energy, not looking to see what needs to be changed in this person's life. it's not about external change, it's more about making lasting transformational change. And I feel that the energy around this person is one of them recognizing that there's something that they need to do. It's like they're receiving those messages from the universe saying that, hey, things are not working, you need to sort some things out, and this is how to go about it. But it seems to me like they may have their head in the sand, or they're either just spending time doing other things, saying, I'm too busy to do this, I don't have time for this right now. But they're really not on board with you in terms of cooperating, working together with you to transform, to go through this change. Now, the flaw around this person, we have the Equilibrium card. This is a card that's unique to this deck, Libra, and I like it for you because it speaks, of course, of balance, of compromise, finding that middle ground there, and being able to balance all things in your life. Balance your needs against the needs of others, rather than any kind of one-sided or selfishness. Now, this person seems to have tipped over the edge here. For a while, I think that they were trying to maintain the balance in their life. But recently there's been a hiccup. They've lost their balance. I mean, I look at this woman here on this tightrope, and she's very precariously balanced. She's holding these balloons that are seeming to help her keep her balance there, but if one of those pops, what happens? And I feel like one of these balloons is popped for this other person, and they've lost their balance. And they're ignoring something about themselves, a gut feeling, something that they have here. And I get an essence of perhaps doing something that goes against their better judgment. Could even be a third party when we talk about that Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, now how they are viewing you here, Libra. And again, we have another card that's unique to this particular deck. This is the card of Foresight. And I'm going to turn it into the upright here so you can see the picture. But you'll see this woman, she's actually a tarot reader. So you'll see her here with her cards. A Carnival type, old-fashioned tarot reader type of person there. Exotic kind of nature to this. But it's in the reverse. So this person is perhaps has received guidance from the universe, but again I get ignoring, not paying attention, kind of poo-pooing it, saying, oh no, that's not right, or that can't possibly be true. I get a feeling around this person of not believing, something like that. Now let's see how you're viewing them. The Ten of Wands. So you see them as someone who is carrying a heavy burden, something that they need to release themselves from. They seem to be someone who's taken on more than they can handle. There's a feeling of stress around this person, becoming overwhelmed, but it's as a result of them ignoring advice, I feel. Let's take a look, Libra, at the strengths between you two. We have the Five of Pentacles as a strength. I'm going to have a quick look here at the weakness to get some balance. And the weakness is the Meditation card, which is another card that is unique to this particular deck. So when I see Equilibrium, I'm going to speak about the weakness first. When I see Equilibrium attached to the Meditation card, when equilibrium there's an imbalance, it's telling me that this person is having trouble contacting or being receptive to messages that they are receiving. They may have a blockage, they're blocking the messages coming through, or they may be distracting themselves with other things. And there's a real need here for this person to take a step back and really quiet their mind and really tap into that inner knowing. This would be preferable before they did something here, but I have a feeling this is after the fact. This has already happened here when we're speaking about the time period of mid to late August. Now, the strength in this case is that Five of Pentacles. I want to get one more card on that one. Why is the Five of Pentacles the strength in this case? Okay. We also have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that there is a lot of, I'm getting it as fear around loss, a loss of stability, a loss of money for some, possessions, a feeling of being left out or left behind. There's a coldness to these cards and a feeling of not being supported. It's very much someone who feels a loner, has been cast out, if you will, cast aside from family, friends, as a result of negligence or action that was taken here. So I feel that this is coming out as a strength because this person should know better, is what I'm getting from Spirit. They may even be aware that this kind of result is likely in this particular case. So whatever action they're taking here has the potential to put them in a worse position than where they currently are, if they don't listen to what their gut is telling them. You know, it tells me there is someone here, you know, it may not be you, Libra. I'm picking up for some of you, this is a family member around you. Someone who's going through some deep transformation. They're on the path. They may feel that they are veering off that path. They may even feel like the path is either not for them or that they should be further along than they are. And as a result of feeling like they're not progressing fast enough, then they may start to believe that they should take this other action. They may forego this path, veer off this path. But what I'm getting from Spirit here is that this person is actually where they need to be at this moment. So the path is long, and it takes people different lengths of time to get to that ending, if there even is an ending for some people. You know, it's a lifelong journey. So it's telling me that this person is where they need to be on the path, and that they need to remember that. Okay, let's have a look at the potential. There we've got the Three of Cups in reverse. So yes, I do think that they're being pulled from a path here, a more spiritual path, a higher vibrational path, towards something that could be an indulgence, possibly in the workplace. There is involvement from other people. Now, this could be a love partnership, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be bad influences around this person, friends that are influencing them to do the wrong things that they know are going to lead them down a path of destruction here, and leave them in a place where they feel this sense of I'm picking it up as losing what they have. That's the thing. Sometimes we can be around people that are quite influential to us, but in a very negative way. And I did get with this card of a brilliant virgin here as to staying on the path and not being swayed by other people and what other people want you to be. It's almost like peer pressure that I'm feeling around this reading. The people that will say to you, oh, come on, this won't hurt, lighten up a little, do this, that, and the other, even though you know it's going to end badly. It's like that. People giving you bad advice. Okay. Now we've got, as the roadblock here, the devil in reverse. Yes, so the roadblock to going down this negative path here is releasing the devil. That's what needs to happen here. Now, I don't mean that in a religious kind of standpoint. I'm talking about anything that is holding you back. Addictions, unhealthy habits. For some, it could mean needing to follow a more healthy regime, exercise, nutrition, and people being influential in a negative way in that regard. For others, it's more about substances or drinking. For others, it is more habitual things such as lust and all of that, third parties, being involved with, some people are addicted to love, to attention. Whatever it is that is actually holding you back from achieving more in your life is what needs to be released. And I feel it's, in this particular case, I'm getting it very strongly as involvement with people that are not good for you here, toxic influences. Okay. Now the outcome here is the Two of Wands. So it's about making a choice. You have a choice to make. You're at this crossroads here, Libra, or this other person is, and they're in a good position at the moment. And they have a choice to make, to stay on this path or to veer off. Now we see that the strength around this whole situation is the fear of what could happen to them. This monetary loss, this loss of security here, and being ostracized, really. Is that enough for this person to choose the path that is going to be a more higher vibrational path? That's up to them, but I do feel that they're going to be faced with a choice and where their future takes them. So let's see where this goes. I'm going to be pulling some cards and we'll see where this is going to go in the extended version. I'll be using the Waite deck for the energy of you here, Libra. At the bottom of the deck we've got the Page of Cups, so it may be to do with an offer of new love there, or someone who is attracting attention. And the other person, I've got the Hanson Roberts deck, and we've got the Empress at the bottom of that deck. So let's see where this goes. We'll be laying out some cards here, Libra, see what we will be talking about in the extended version. Let's see what you've brought to this in the past. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Where do you currently stand with this, Libra? The Ten of Cups in reverse. Where do you hope to stand? We've got the Page of Swords. How are you viewing this person? We've got the Two of Wands in reverse. Doubts and fears. We've got the Death card. Challenge. Knight of Swords in reverse. And one card for the outcome. We've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. And let's take a look at the other person here and their energy. If this is resonating, I do hope that you join me in the extended. It'll be about another 30 to 40 minute reading. I'll be clarifying everything on the table, and we'll also be pulling out some oracles as well. So the link for that is below. If you'd like to join me there, I'd love to have you. Let's take a look and see what this other person has brought to this in the past. Queen of Cups. Where do they currently stand? The Six of Cups in reverse. Where do they hope to stand with this in the future? We've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. How they're viewing you with the Nine of Pentacles. Let's take a look at the doubts and fears. The Eight of Cups in reverse. Challenge for this person is the Four of Swords in reverse. And one card for the outcome, the Page of Cups in reverse. So let's see where this goes in part 2 here, Libra. Please join me there. Again, the link is below in the descriptions box. If I don't see you there, I wish you all the very best. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. Wishing you the best with this one. Please take care. I will see you in part 2, or I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.